Saying that the e-files is just a distraction is extremely insensitive and dismissive to all of the victims and survivors. It's adding insult to injury. It's like a massive slap in the face. It's kind of like saying these traumas don't really matter. These people don't really matter. It's just a distraction. I'm choosing to include the word victim because those who have unalived themselves are not survivors. They did not survive the trauma, the abuse. Therefore, they are not survivors. And those who have survived carry the trauma for a lifetime. This type of abuse is a lifetime sentence for many. And these traumas are passed down for generations. I recently worked on a woman who was R-worded by her father. It started at 5 years old and continued for years. Then she was R-worded by a different man at 13 and got pregnant. Turns out her mother has also been R-worded, and then much later her daughter was also R-worded. We pass down healing and we also pass down trauma, and the cycle continues. In the US, there are almost 500,000 cases a year reported, and fewer than 1,300 of those reported cases actually end up in a conviction. So the R word should never be dismissed or normalized. And this is what happens when public figures call the e-files just a distraction. Well, why are they choosing to expose it now? Why do they choose to expose anything when they do? Many things in the news is carefully curated, orchestrated, and planned. Society is drip-fed. Slow exposure to normalize horrific people doing horrific things. Fast exposure to shock, numb, and desensitize. Most of the world's population are barely covering their basic needs. So most people feel too tired, stressed, overwhelmed, and powerless to do anything about anything. Many people can barely fight their own battles, let alone the battles of others. You know what is a distraction? Blaming gay people, blaming trans people, blaming black and brown people, blaming the immigrants. You could say everything is a distraction. The war, the UFO files, entertainment. We've known about aliens for decades. Why now? You could even say that anything that is not moving you towards your life goal or purpose is a distraction. You know what else is really dismissive? Asking, what was she wearing? Not only is it dismissive, it is victim shaming, and there's a lot of that going on right now. So much so that it's normalized and accepted. Saying not all men is also dismissive. We know not every single man, and some are women. We all know good men. I'm dating a good man. I've raised a good man. We know not every single man. But imagine if your black and brown friend is repeatedly racially profiled and experiences police brutality more than once. And your response is, not all cops. How do you think that response will make your friend feel? It lacks compassion, empathy, and understanding. It makes you appear like you are siding with the abuser. Saying the e-files is just a distraction is extremely insensitive and dismissive to the victims and survivors. Right now, this is triggering a lot of people who have been R-worded or abused. So it is important to have some sensitivity around that. And if you have experienced this trauma, you have every right to feel anger, rage, hatred, bitterness, resentment, disappointment, fear, anguish, despair, all of the feels. And I encourage you to seek any kind of support that will help you heal, because it is important for us to pass down healing so that we can date good men, so that we can raise good men. I don't often speak up about things that bother me. My intention is to always post things that are helpful or useful in some way. That is my intention. But once in a while, I feel the need to share a perspective that I am not seeing, especially in the spiritual community. Posting a video is easy. What's hard is the debate that comes afterwards. And I don't have the energy to debate with strangers online. And I have a distaste for people fighting in my comment section. Also, some of the really outspoken content creators that I follow on social media are being censored and banned. So you've got to be very selective and careful with what you say. Fascism is considered free speech now.